In one 17th episode, everyone on different sides were having three-way war while Robin found the ancient ruins of a Joya civilization. Ashandian, Braham, fought Zoro with his flashy pistol and shot his leg, but Zoro used his new move, 36-pound Phoenix, to defeat him. Enel came to Going Merry and knocked Sanji and Usopp down when they attacked him. He told Gonfall that after that battle royale, he would leave Skypiea with the gold that came from the Blue Sea. Then he left to take part in the battle royale too, and two deputy divine commanders came to the Going Merry. Wiper fought Luffy with multiple dials, and both hit each other with their bazookas. Suddenly the snake from before swallowed Luffy. Genbu, another Shandian, defeated 9 divine soldiers. Suddenly the divine commander, Yama, defeated him with his axe mountain move. The deputy divine commanders, Hattori and Katori, who were the brothers of Satori, were going to fight Nami, Gonfall and Pierre. Robin was able to read the ancient language and found out that that city's name was Shandora, that was formed 1100 years ago and was destroyed 800 years ago during the era that had been removed by the government from the books. Suddenly Yama came there. Chopper was in Gadatsu's swamp ordeal, so he used a rumble bolt to fight and took a flying shoe of Gadatsu off. That ruined Gadatsu's flight, and while in midair, Chopper hit him with arm points cross, which sent him inside his swamp. Gadatsu got confused and accidentally used his flying shoe, which sent him even deeper and suffocated him, hence Chopper won. Isa was also going towards Upper Yard Island and got attacked by some sea monsters but got saved by Kanis and Pagaya. Using her mantra, Pagaya and Kanis started going to go help the Straw Hats. Enel gave 5 minutes to Ashandian, Kamakiri, to beat him up as much as he want. Hattori and Katori had impact axe flame and flavor dials, but Gonfall and Nami defeated one. Then Nami used Gonfall's impact dial to defeat the other one too. Gonfall left with Pierre to go after Enel, while Kanis's group reached Going Merry and had fixed a waiver that Straw Hats found from this ship. Kamakiri stabbed Enel's head and gajoed him, but Enel was fine as he was the Rumble Devil Fruit user. 5 minutes passed, so Enel hit Kamakiri with 5 million volts Bari and eliminated him and 20 other people around. 2 hours have passed, 56 people have been eliminated, and the remaining are 13 of Enel's army, 5 of Straw Hats, and 7 of Shandians. 25 people were left, and Enel wondered who would the 5 lucky people be in the end who'd go beyond with him. Robin took Yama out of Shandora City to not let him destroy the ancient ruins, tortured him, broke his spine, and threw him off a cliff to defeat him. Then she wandered around and found a buried Shandora City that was covered by island clouds, and also found an ordinary poneglyph, so started trying to find any real poneglyph where the missing history of the world is written. Chopper climbed a giant beanstalk in the middle of the island to go up thinking there was gold there, but stepped into the iron ordeal of Ohm and his doggo hold. Kamakiri told Rocky, another Shandian, to stop attacking Enel as they can't even touch him and would just die for nothing. Lost Zoro went back to the altar from where they started their journey. Suddenly a south bird took Zoro's food bag away, so Zoro went with it too. Ohm defeated Chopper with a slice wave of his sword. Luffy was hurting the snake from the inside, so it was running around and separated Nami and Isa from Kanis and Pagaya. South Bird dropped Zoro to save itself from the giant snake. Wiper was going upwards through the beanstalk as there was Enel's home there, but got stopped by Ohm on the way. Gonfall returned from Enel's home and revealed that Enel had already destroyed everything there and was fighting in the battle royale. Zoro fell there too and asked Ohm for the gold. The snake also arrived by getting tortured by Luffy from the inside. Their 5-way battle royale began. Nami and Isa were getting chased by divine soldiers, so their only choice was to go to the Iron Realm too. Zoro found the defeated Chopper. Suddenly divine soldiers, Shandians, and Nami and Isa came there. Wiper shot Nami but got saved by Gonfall. Suddenly the giant snake swallowed them too. Holy created the true form of the Iron Realm, a spiky iron cage, while Rocky arrived to tell Wiper to retreat. Suddenly Enel appeared behind her and electrocuted her as she was being silly. Nami's group found Luffy inside the snake. NPCs got eliminated, so Ohm, Wiper, Zoro, Holy and the snake were left. Zoro turned racist and hit Ohm with 108 caliber Phoenix move, broke his cloud sword, and defeated him. Robin was trying to find a golden bell that should be in the middle of the city, as a Rio poneglyph might be attached to it. Suddenly Enel came there. After knowing about the golden bell, he figured out that when Upper Yard Island arrived in the sky 400 years ago, it must have been the bell that made all that loud sound. A guy, who fought Enel 6 years ago to unsuccessfully defend Gonfall's reign, came near Going Merry to tell Kanis and Pagaya to tell Skypians that Enel would soon send Skypiea down to the Blue Sea, which would destroy everything on the island. Enel would then leave to go beyond using a ship, Arc Maxim, that took 6 years to build. Suddenly Enel sent thunder to him and Pagaya to kill them, while Kanis fell on the Going Merry. She left Sue behind to go tell Skypians to evacuate. Holy listens to every order, so Zoro told him to knock himself down and joined Wipers and Snake's fight. Suddenly Enel destroyed that whole area from the bottom to call every remaining person to the ancient Shandora City. Zoro got Chopper, Nami and Gonfall came out of the snake's mouth, and Luffy, Isa and Pierre were still inside. Wiper realized that Shandora City was the hometown of their ancestors, and the snake started crying after seeing that place. Zoro, Robin, Nami and Chopper regrouped, and now Robin, Zoro, Wiper, Gonfall, Nami and Enel were the remaining people left. According to Enel, 5 people should stay alive after 3 hours, and as there were 6, 1 must die. Zoro, Robin, Wiper and Gonfall chose Enel to die. Enel revealed that he'll soon leave Skypiea to go to a place called Endless Firth, but before that he would send Skypiea down to Blue Sea, as that's where it belongs. He made Gonfall's divine soldiers build Arc Maxim for him, and when they were done he told them his plans, but they attacked him, so he got rid of them all. Furious Gonfall attacked him but easily got defeated. Robin refused to go along with Enel's plan of destroying Skypiea, as she wanted to find the Rio poneglyph there, so Enel eliminated her too. Zoro fought him too, but Enel was stronger. Suddenly Wiper attacked Enel using a sea prism stone, a stone made of seawater that stops devil fruit users from using their abilities. Wiper then hit Enel with the reject dial, a dial that releases 10 times stronger wave than the impact dial, to defeat Enel. No. Enel used electricity to give himself CPR to stand up again. Then he eliminated Zoro and Wiper, while Nami agreed to go beyond with Enel. Enel took her to his Arc Maxim ship which could fly using Enel's electric powers. Luffy, Isa and Pierre came out of the snake's mouth and found the defeated bodies. After knowing that Enel did that, Luffy told Isa to take him to him. Canis reached the lovely street and used Talk no Jutsu to convince everyone to start leaving for the Blue Sea from the safe route rather than falling all the way down and dying. Luffy's group came to Arc Maxim area, but Enel sent a ki blast at Luffy. Nothing happened. Enel attacked him again. Nothing happened. Enel attacked him again. Nothing happened. Nami realized that Enel's lightning wouldn't work on Luffy, as Luffy is made of rubber and rubber can't get affected by electricity. Luffy is the only one who can take Enel's attacks without any damage and can attack and hurt Enel without any sea prism stone. Enel started the Arc Maxim and it went under the open sky and used Maxim's ability, Skypiea, that create thunderclouds that spread around Lovely Street and Shandian's base. Luffy and Enel fought, but Enel was predicting his every move using mantra, so Luffy went Ultra Instinct to move around without using his brain to dodge his attacks, but realized that he couldn't attack him that way. Then he punched Enel from random directions that were unpredictable and were hitting Enel, and punched him with rifle that made him bleed. Skypians told Shandians to evacuate too. Enel heated gold with his electricity to seal Luffy's arm in it, threw him off the ship, and hit him Isa and Pierre with his thunder. Sanji and Usopp woke up finally, saw Nami on Maxim, and started going after her. Usopp used his Usopp with Sanji's kick to reach Maxim. Nami couldn't take act anymore because of the things Enel was doing, so went against him. Pierre had sacrificed himself to protect Isa, and she and Luffy went to join up with Robin's group. Nami was changing Enel's lightning direction using her weapon. Suddenly Usopp arrived and attacked Enel from behind, but now both were running away from Enel. Nami started going to jump off of the ship to land on the island clouds down with her waver, while Sanji arrived and kicked Usopp to put him on the waver too. Enel hit Sanji with his thunder, but he thanked him for lighting his cigarette and went unconscious. Suddenly the ship started tweaking. Enel figured out that Sanji did that and went to fix the damage, while Usopp came back and took Sanji away. Enel fixed the damage, Luffy climbed up the beanstalk, gave Pierre and Isa to Robin's group and continued going upwards, and Nami's group also arrived there. Enel used Mamarigan, that made clouds go wild and throw thunder down randomly. Wiper, Zoro and Gonful woke up and Nami went after Luffy. 400 years ago, people of Shandora used to pray to Sun God and used to sacrifice women if anything bad used to happen. Because of a Kinetsu plague, another girl, Mause, who was the daughter of the clan's head Clogra, was selected to get sacrificed. Mont, Noland and his crew arrived on that Joya island by hearing bell sounds and saved Mause from getting eaten by the snake as a sacrifice. Clogra fought Noland, but Noland asked for a day to find a cure for their plague. His crew was imprisoned while he found the tree that he used to create the medicine. Suddenly an earthquake occurred which made Noland get stuck inside the ground. Clogra stood near him to watch him die, and the day was ending, so Noland pirates were getting taken to get sacrificed. The kid of the snake from earlier arrived to eat Noland, so Noland told Clogra that 60 years ago his country also suffered from Kinetsu plague, but they found a cure for it which was in his right hand. Clogra killed the snake and saved Noland, and he and his crew healed the people there in just a little time. They also found the grandkid of the snake, so made it their pet. Clogra showed Noland's crew the gold of their city and let them take as much as they wanted except the golden bell for saving their island. They were protecting the poneglyph attached to the bell as their ancestors died protecting it. Later, Shandians realized that Noland used their sacred trees to make the medicines, so refused to get along with them anymore. Noland and his crew were leaving, but Mause used Talk no Jutsu to convince Shandians that what Noland did was for their own good. Noland left Shandians' gold behind and was leaving. Suddenly Clogra arrived and told him to come back one day and get the gold with them. Noland went back to his country, and when the king came to know about the gold, he decided to go to Shandora to get it himself. A year before, a huge knock-up stream took half of Joya up to the sky. Noland's group arrived, but because the part where there was gold wasn't there anymore, the king put Noland on death sentence, added propaganda and stuff to make themselves look good. Half of the Joya fell on the bricked-up beanstalk, which launched the bell upwards, and it landed somewhere high up. The Zaza god took over the land because of the new resources it bought with it and drove the Shandians away to live on the clouds. Enel now wanted to get the bell too as it's a historic treasure, and sent Luffy back down, who had finally managed to come near him. Nami and Luffy reunited. Suddenly Enel sent Raigo, a giant thundercloud ball, to the Angel Island, which nuked the whole place and killed every Skypian who was left behind. Luffy knew about the golden book through Noland's logbook, so wanted to ring it to let Cricket hear it, to tell him that the gold actually existed and was in the sky, not the sea. Enel found the golden bell on top and was taking his Arc Maxim towards it, so to reach it, Nami told those below her to cut the beanstalk to make it fall towards Maxim. Enel created an even bigger Raigo, while Zoro, Usopp too, tried cutting the beanstalk. Robin told Wiper about Cricket, the descendant of Noland, so after the snakes hit on the beanstalk, Wiper also hit it with his rejectile to finally make it fall. Nami and Luffy used the falling beanstalk to jump towards Maxim. Luffy sent Nami down to island clouds, went inside the Raigo that was coming down, and moved the gold bowl around, as gold absorbs and reduces electricity. Raigo broke because of all those hits, so furious Enel used his final form, the Amara form, to fight Luffy. Luffy used the golden rifle move to hit Enel with a twisting gold ball, to hit him with a golden bell, and finally rang it after 4 whole centuries. Luffy, Enel, Maxim and the bell started falling down, while everyone listened to the bell, which symbolized that the war in Skypiea was over. Cricket's group listened to it too, and it was revealed that when there's a human far up in the sky and strong sunlight shines on them, their shadow reflects on the clouds. Enel, Maxim and the bell fell and sank into the white sea. Shandians and Skypians started visiting Verth. Strowat pirates reunited. Pugaya was alive, and Gonful freed the imprisoned divine soldiers. Enel was still alive and was going towards endless Verth. The moon. Wiper woke up at night and saw Skypians, Shandians and Strowats all having a victory party together. Next day Skypians and Shandians found the golden bell and pulled it out. Usopp traded dials for some rubber bands as rubber doesn't exist in Skypiea, and Nami, Luffy, Sanji and Chopper took gold from the snake's stomach. A Rio poneglyph was attached to the golden bell, so Robin read it and it was revealed that the location of another ancient weapon, Poseidon, was written on it, like Pluton's was written on Arabusta's poneglyph. Suddenly she saw a golden poneglyph that was made by Gold D. Roger. "I made it here, I will guide this text to the ends of the earth," was written on that poneglyph. Robin figured out that Roger had already taken the information from that poneglyph and had stored it in a Rio poneglyph, where he has also stored information from other poneglyphs around the world, hence finding that Roger's poneglyph would be enough to know all about the Void Century. Shandians decided to give Strowats a broken piece of the bell, but Strowats thought that they were after them for stealing gold from the snakes inside, so ran away without taking it. Gonful became the god again on Shandians and Skypians' choice. Canis and Pagaya bought Strowats to Cloud End. They exit the Sky Island, where the Going Merry fell straight down, and the octopus balloon warped around it to apply feather falling 5 on it. Skypians and Shandians rang the bell to say goodbye, and Cricket's group decided to start their new journey. Strowats were going farther away from their next decided island, and the balloon started shrinking as it wasn't subscribed to the channel. In the final scene, Going Merry fell and landed in a filler area. Thanks for sticking till the end. If you enjoyed, then like, subscribe, join my Patreon, and check out my other videos too.